visuals, local crackheady. I don't know if I'm maybe I've got a vibe, a little bit of a I've got a vibe. I've got the vibe of I used to be in a band in the 90s, bro, then heroin just took over, man. Hello, visuals. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of Superhero Wednesday, the day of the week where we like to get downright down and nerdy. Still don't know what that means. I don't even know if that makes fucking sense. Where we like to do Funko Pop shit like we did last week, action figures, blah, blah, blah. And more specifically, we like to do comic book reviews. Now, we have dusted, read, finished the 5-part series, the 5-issue series of Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. I tried to say that with a very menacing voice. It did not work very well. In two minds whether we do spoiler heavy, spoiler free. I don't fucking know what we do with this. I think I'll go we'll just say spoilers. My girlfriend pointed out when we did the Absolute Batman one, we're like, spoiler free, and then it was spoiler. Yes, anyway, we're going to review that. It's 5 issues. There is a continuation in Godzilla Infinity War, 5 parts, which we'll get to that eventually when we've all done it and read it and blah, 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 whatnot. But this particular book, I had to read, I had to get up. I did actually buy some of the single issues, just the covers, because the covers are badass. But I haven't read them, but I've read the entirety of this one. Yeah, I had to get it, I had to read it. We had to do it because it's Godzilla, one of the best things, one of the best. Like, you can see him kind of just chilling. Where's the point? Where the fuck? Oh, it's there. Fuck me, can't they? Well, you can kind of, I'm not even doing a good job at this. Where you are? What the fuck? There you are. Just your Godzilla's Godzilla's the absolute goat. The dog's kicking off at something. He wants to get in his toy basket. I don't know what you're kicking off at. Why you cry? Sometimes do forget how much of a little bitch you are. But anyway, visuals, let's sit back, let's relax, let's buckle up, and let's quickly review. I'm probably going to do an awful job. If you watch the Absolute Batman reviews, we know how much I just butcher it. And let's take a look and review Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. That was a bit better. The overall synopsis quickly is Godzilla's been sleeping, chilling out for a good amount of time. We're introduced to Mole Man, and some of his minions have found a certain shard of vibranium with some molecules in it that are unstable. Godzilla, it does eventually wake because of shenanigans and whatnot, and he's tearing his way to New York City, and of course, the Fantastic Four, who are key components in this, get the alert, and Black Panther's a huge key component as well. Get the alert, Godzilla's on the way, they're calling and all, the Avengers, hey, this is a big fucking massive threat. Fucking Human Torch, you're already here, Fantastic Four, Spidey, Cat, Thor, we need you here, there's a big fucking atomic breath breathing lizard on the way, we need to sort shit out. And they get together, and there are different combinations, different pairings are trying to stop and remove Godzilla out of the equation. Their only objective is literally, we need to stop Godzilla. Godzilla's only objective is, I just want to smash everyone's fucking head in. Key features to point out is there's a future version of where Godzilla does destroy, and the Fantastic Four of the future have to work out, okay, this is our final resort to stop Godzilla and whatnot. But as Black Panther finds out about this this bit of vibranium that Mole Man's little minions have found, I can't remember what the fuck the creatures are called, finds like, hang on a sec, I've got an idea. And we do get a big Pacific Rim style kaiju monster against man-made big fucking machine go around, and which it does, because I'm going to spoil it, does eventually lead to the kind of defeat of Godzilla, only to for him to be found by a certain somebody I didn't expect to see coming, but it's just levels of carnage to set up nicely for that Infinity War. But there's some beautiful moments in this. Obviously, Hulk doing what he needs to do, coming up against Godzilla and fucking being a Hulk 4, having a couple of moments, but getting whacked away. Again, I'll show you some of the panels in a sec. One of the best moments in this, though, is we've called on, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. We've also got, the street-level heroes. We've got poor Daredevil. Daredevil's chilling. There's a moment where he's all bandaged up, but I love you, Matt. Matt Murdock, you are a beast. I love you. You are phenomenal. If Godzilla's on a rampage, I'm not ringing you. You're just going to walk up and I can hear him coming because, my fucking brilliant hearing, but what the fuck am I supposed, even Spidey, There's not a great deal Spidey. So yeah, you can web his eyes up or whatever, or try and slow him down for a sec. But I mean, a second at best. This is the kind of villain that you need the Brainiacs on to do spell shit like Doctor Strange and whatnot, or Mr. Fantastic to work something out, or Hulk because at least strong run four and all that kind of shit. Even the likes of Captain America and shit, they're a little bit pointless. But we'll go through some panels. The overall story is that basic. I actually got this from Waterstones with my girlfriend. She bought some proper books, and I got myself some of the Pokemon manga, and this, and we're like, yeah, we're both reading tonight. Hers is proper reading. Mine's, I've got powers, big lizard. Where? That's my level. Here's the introduction. Mole Man getting up some shenanigans, and there's the bit of vibranium. They say something about the molecules, don't they? A bit of vibranium infused with unstable molecules. Sorry, it's infused with unstable molecules. Molecules. Mole Man's like, yeah, no man. You know that's his voice. And then obviously we get, boom, the big boy himself is awake. And then we have a little bit of calm. Fantastic Four just talking about what's going on, what's happening, all this kind of shit. But they are alerted, and we get to see an Eternal. Not an Eternal. Celestial, sort of waking up from the middle of the planet, all this kind of shit. And this is where things are going off. Reed's like, okay, what's waking us up? What's happening? Oh, there you go. Celestials are ancient beings bound only to eternity, and their arrival always spells doom. The Fantastic Four have to deal with that, stop it, squash it out. But then what happens? Boom, here's Mole Man. Absolutely fucked up, beat up with all of his minions, and Godzilla, Reed's talking to him. And he's, what's the matter, Mole Man? What the fuck's crack's happening? Boom, here's Godzilla, not happy, looking at the Statue of Liberty thinking, hey, fuck you, dude, I'm going to smash shit up. This particular reader is just about, I'm going to smash it up, we're going to try and stop you. The Celestial's like, right, sweet, let's have a scrap. Godzilla's like, yeah, sweet, you're dead. Godzilla, he's already badass. We know that he's badass. It's going to take a lot to bring him down. And here he is, smashing his way through the city. And obviously the Fantastic Four are like, oh, fuck, what do we do? And this is the point where they try and do their bits and bobs. We do know as well, actually, that the weapon that Mole Man got, the bit of vibranium, does affect Godzilla, which obviously leads Black Panther onto his plan. That's it. The Avengers are called in. We've got the likes of who we've got down here. There's Black Panther. There's Cap. There's Captain Marvel. Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch. I don't know if you can see them all there. Trying to do what they can to thwart it. It's quite funny at the time that they're trying to get Doctor Strange, but at this particular moment, he's dealing with someone else before he could deal with this. The man's super duper busy. But here we have all the heroes trying to save different people in the city. Quicksilver going down some stairs, getting rid of some New York City's citizens. Captain America doing what he can and whatnot. The team all assembling down there at the bottom. And again, it's when is it that Captain America comes with his plan? Oh, here we go. So we see Thor come down. Yep, Thor's arrived. Sweet, let's do it. I'm going to smash it up. Godzilla's like, nah, yeet, son. See you later. And he's literally smashed outside the planet. It's an absolutely KO. Don't get us wrong, Thor's a badass. He's a god, you know, all this shit. What the fuck's he supposed to do? We do have a nice moment, though, of the Thing biting down on Godzilla's finger. And Godzilla obviously feeling it a little bit, being like, I've just been bitten, you little bastard. What the fuck are you doing? And again, here's Doctor Strange being like, well, we need to help you. And he's like, I'm dealing with some shit. What the fuck do you want me to do? And the team are trying to do what they can. Captain America chucking his shield, and of course, did very little, maybe just distract him a little bit. But actually, no, I forgot about this. Super duper duper badass moment of his atomic breath and Captain America's shield being able to repel it and bounce it back at Godzilla, smashing him. And does it knock him down, or does it just anger? Just angers him. Everything they do just angers him. The Baxter building being destroyed. There's Black Panther, you can see with that staff, the little bit of vibranium that was found. And then here we go. The heroes aren't going to do too much. Iron Man might be able to do a little bit. Yep, Power Man, Luke Cage, he is badass and whatnot, but Iron Fist could hit him hard. Daredevil, I'm sorry. The Spideys, they can do a little bit. They can web up. But I want to see how quickly it is we get to the panel. A nice little back and forward between. I'm just showing you the panels and not reviewing this. Welcome to the Visual Guys, where we review shit like absolute shit. Johnny Storm doing some back and forth. This is the time as well where we see the future version of what might go down and what. This is the shot I was on about. Just, yeah, some webbed up bandages for Matt because he's all kinds of fucked. What are they saying there? I'm going to tell you something, you big dumb lizard. And it's like, yeah, you're not. Ant-Man, though, getting rocked in with his aunts and doing some bits and bobs and whatnot, trying to help out. But yeah, so as you can tell, the story starts to unfold. And it's just more of Godzilla pushing the heroes back. But they do annoy and disrupt the villains of New York City, who are hanging out in their lovely little bar. Is it called the bar that has no name? Yeah, the bar with no name. You know, Rhino's in there, Sandman's in there. We've got Doc Ock, you've got Shocker. Who else we got as I try and see reverse? Rhino, we mentioned him. Who else can I fucking see? Vulture, we mentioned him. Electro's down there. The Spot's down there. But the villains are all right, sweet, right? We need to team up with the heroes. We have some Venom symbiote shit going on. Even Spider-Man's like, no. Don't start infusing and tangling this motherfucker with some Venom shenanigans, because that is all that, you know, the least of what we need and all this kind of stuff. At this point, Doc Strange has finished doing what he's doing. Well, it's still kind of up, but he's like, yeah, I need to get out there. Gets out there and he's trying to help Godzilla up against the heroes and villains at this point. I could probably skip a few panels. I know Doctor Strange does manage to do a little bit, hold it back, whatnot, but as you can see, his spells are thwarted, and he's like, yeah, fuck, we are doomed. Of the return of 4, as well as Fing Fang Foom coming in to try and do their best and stuff. But once again, it doesn't. You can see Godzilla down the bottom there, just saying, Fing Fang Foom, see you later, see you later, son. Get to fuck. He's just destroying everybody. Let's get to the because again, it's just back and forth, back and forth. We have Doctor Strange trying his best. He gets Godzilla away in what dimension is it? Perhaps you can't escape one day if you learn to shut the door. What dimension is it? Enjoy trapped in the astral plane. But Godzilla does make his way back in as well. You do get the different comic images, the cover pages and stuff. The time travel shit's happened. There's a cool moment as well where Dormammu, Doctor Strange's like, yeah, sweet deal with him in the astral plane for a bit, and Dormammu's thinking it's a big trick from Doctor Strange. It's not. He didn't really mean to. And then even he just absolutely just, yeah, see you later, Dormammu. You're not doing shit against me. We get to Madripoor where the X-Men and Logan and all that shit can then start to get involved. He's really needing the assistance from everybody. Magneto rocks up. Here we can see a big part of Black Panther's plan. Him building the big, massive, what would you, a mech suit to try and take down Godzilla. Something, just some. Even Doctor Strange. Charles is like, yeah, trying to get in his mind. I think at one point it's like the horror, and he's just like, oh, it's just anger and carnage and rage and all this shit. What can we do? Some great visuals though of Gambit and Rogue teaming up and want to try and do that what they can. I am just showing you the comic point, but we don't give a fuck. We're having fun. There's Godzilla. Yeah, once again, they're hitting him. They're damaging him a little bit. They're stopping him, but he's virtually unstoppable. They find a way to be like, right, we need to get on the shores of Wakanda. We need to get Godzilla to Wakanda, and away we go. What's Charles saying there? Godzilla, hear me. I have a message for you. And he's like, yeah, come to Wakanda. And Godzilla's like, all right, sweet, let's make it to Wakanda. And here we have Bruce being brought in with some big badass weapons getting ready to be put on our big mech suit. Is it something like a Zord? Do you call it a mech suit when it's multiple people inside one? Black Panther laying out the plan. Here we go, though. The one of the matchups we definitely wanted to see is the Hulk going up against Godzilla. How will the Hulk fare up against it? Oh, the weapons are fucking Hulk, not good. He's cracking him. He's doing some bits and bobs, but we do get a bit of a pounding, a bit of an annihilation. The Hulk getting smacked around by that big, massive, fat tail. This is all just kind of to stall them, to help them get together, get this mech suit up and running and stuff. And we get more biting shenanigans. We've had his finger bit. Hulk's like, right now we're gonna have to start biting some tail and shit like that. Ben's bit you, so I'm gonna have to have a big old bite. We get this minion shot of Godzilla's atomic breath going through the Hulk and in and out through his mouth, just bubbling down, smashing down on the Hulk. Namor comes. He's like, yeah, sweet, I can help you. I've got my big crab fucking fish monster, whatever. And he even carries the Hulk to shore. What's it said to you? Yes, you are, yes, you and I are defenders of this world. You shall not die today. So he carries the Hulk away. The Hulk, Godzilla then he does go on to fight the big monster that Namor brought with him. But again, it's not much to do. But here comes Boom! The big suit. Cyclops was a big, massive part of this because he wanted his optic vision, his optic cubic vision, whatever the fuck, ready to attack. And here is all the Avengers inside of the suit and at which part they are. Quicksilver in at the feet there, Spider-Man at the hands, Thor in the forearm, Doctor Strange in the mind and stuff. Oh, just fucking beautiful. But the Avengers, there's another nice little shot. I wouldn't say they win at this point. Again, Godzilla's tearing through them. We've got Spidey chucking out webs and all that kind of shit. Different weapons get involved. Different parts like Captain America there with his shield, using a big shield thing and stuff like that. These Avengers were transported away as well. And they've now come back with Mole Man and stuff to help join the battle and shit like that. And again, it's where you see all the heroes. They all have to split and jump out the suit to eventually they get to constrain Godzilla using magic and bits of tech. You can see his mouth wrapped up there, bits of tech, Doctor Strange magic and all this shit to cast him all the way to, as you can see, which one is it? Is it? I'm sure it's me. I've selected not just a dead world, but a dead solar system. So they've managed to cast him all the way out to a solar system that has nothing in it. And you think, all right, the Avengers are done. They've beaten Godzilla. See you later forever. There's nothing you can do. They come back. They're all having a nice little party and a bit of a barbecue and all that kind of shit. It is done. But what happens next is quite fucked. We see again the Reed and the Fantastic Four all talking, saying Godzilla might not be gone for as long as we as we think he's going to be. We see Planet Godzilla there. Without spoiling too much, we see on this planet that was supposed to be this solar system with no one in it and stuff. Godzilla's just out for the count, whatever. But who rocks up? We can see loads of symbiote shenanigans. We can see all this stuff happening. That could only mean one person. Up rocks Noel, and Noel's like, yeah, sweet, I can help you out. And we just get the venomized of fucking symbiote, I should say, Godzilla, just ready to fuck shit up. What are you supposed to do with that? What the fuck are you supposed... Visuals! The fuck are you supposed to do with that? A venomized... It's got to say venomized. A symbiote-infused Godzilla, ready for Infinity War. Visuals, what a phenomenal read this was. Again, it was dumb, it was silly, it was innocent, it was just a bit of fun and carnage. Nothing complex, nothing major. A nice little cameo from most of Marvel. No, yeah, it ticked a lot of the big names in Marvel. Obviously, you can see some on the cover there. We've got Sam Wilson, Cap, Thor, Wanda, Wolverine, Iron Man, or a bit of Iron Man down there. There's a bit more of him there. The big usual sort of names and hitters. And again, the Fantastic Four, who play such a key component in the center there. Even, Rogue. Beautiful read, phenomenal read, so much fun. It was just what I just call dumb fun. That was another awful, horrendous review for you visuals. I do apologise of how shit it was. I just went, I got comic, look, like superheroes and Godzilla. That's all I did there, but we don't give a fuck because, like I said, we're having fun and whatnot. But there we go, visuals. Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe, horrendously reviewed. 10 out of 10. It's exactly what I want when I want to switch off, Maybe it's a weekend, there's no footy. I'm not the girlfriend, and I'm just like, yeah, I want to flick through this and read. As we're doing, like, bits of manga. Not this particular, we're up to this, but we didn't buy part 4. We bought part 1 when we bought that. Going through the Pokemon manga. But yeah, visuals, massive massive read. I know I am awful at these reviews, but when we've got them all together and we've done it, if you want to do Infinity War, please let me know in the comments below, because we will definitely do it. But apart from that, visuals, hopefully you had fun. Hopefully that sounded fun. Go check it out for yourselves. But visuals, more importantly, thank you so much for watching. And remember, always keep being you and keep on web slinging on.